And hello YouTube, GTC26 is back. So today we'll be talking about what are, in my opinion, the top 10 saddest anime deaths. Please note that these only include the anime I've seen, and this video will, of course, contain spoilers. So let's get started. I have to readjust my headset. So in 10th place, from the original Dragon Ball, we start off with Krillin. If I remember correctly, his death was off-screen, which is why it's lower on the list than the next death, but it still made it into the top 10 due to Kid Goku's emotional response. It would have been much higher on this list, though, if it were any other anime that didn't spam revival after every major death. In 9th place, from Dragon Ball Z, is Piccolo's death. Again, it's low on the list due to the nature of the franchise, but higher than the previous because, as stated before, it was actually on-screen. And also it was a sacrifice, which made it even sadder. I really find this depressing, though, due to the fact... my tongue had a stroke. Due to the speech Piccolo gives to Gohan. In 8th place, from the 2003 anime of Full Metal Alchemist, we have Maze Hughes. He went out fighting until one of his enemies transformed into his wife, and he was a fan favorite character of almost the entire franchise and fan base. I will admit I haven't seen Brotherhood yet, but I've heard that the death in that run is more emotional. Sadly, I can't go over that one though, as I've only seen the 03 version at the time of recording this. And 7th place, from Naruto Shippuden, is Jiraiya. The death is emotional for me because of how he brought himself back by pure will, so that he could write a message on the back of the toad, and also because of how much he meant to Naruto. However, his actual death doesn't feel that moving to me for some reason. Please don't get mad at me for that. Anyway, in 6th place, from Assassination Classroom, is Koro Sensei. Now, don't get me wrong, his death was devastating. But we all had time as an audience to prepare, knowing since the first episode that the series would end in his death. What is going on with my PowerPoint? Where was it? Oh yeah, in 5th place, from the Death Note anime, is the death of L, and also the story as a whole. I initially planned on this death being lower on the list until I rewatched the scene and realized the last thing that L sees before dying is Light grinning down at him. The feeling of betrayal and also failure surely must have made his last moments miserable. In 4th place, from Sword Art Online, is Yui, or Yui, I don't remember. I get that she technically lived through Kirito saving her heart, but this was still depressing. It would be way higher on this list, though, if Kirito didn't succeed in turning her into a game object, because then his efforts would have been in a terrifying vein, and that just would have been heartbreaking. In 3rd place, from Your Lie in April, we have Kaori. This death was absolutely devastating, and is easily one of the saddest anime deaths, blowing everything else out of the water so far by miles. L, what are you doing here? Where was I? Oh yeah. So in 2nd place, from Tokyo Ghoul Re, we've got the death of Hirazu Ginshi. To be honest, this one most likely only has an edge over Kaori's death due to Tokyo Ghoul being my favorite anime ever. But I still think this death is emotional, even without that bias. I mean, the fact that Hirazu is calling out for his friends, unable to see them despite being right there, and so many more factors, those just make this second saddest death in the anime, or this makes this the second saddest death in all of anime I've seen so far. And in 1st place, I'm going to actually show you the clip of the death, due to the fact that I won't get copyright violations for the anime. Now, for the most tragic death in all of anime, from the GTC26 anime, the expiration of Banana Dog.
We grieve. At this loss, we weep. We weep. For the fallen, we shout.
And for ourselves,
We take our leave.
His spirit is departed. Members of the Circle, let us withdraw to the
Thank you all for watching. Huge shout out to my friend Reggie for the drawing or the painting of Banana Dog that I gave based on a single image. First off, that's just pure talent. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And until next time, GTC26 is out.